gebuju inanim, iskawawate disnikas, wabski maingan, do dame naning nimide, gnebik minis and dunji. I want to share a story about Nanabuju. These are the traditional wintertime stories. So long ago, Nanabuju was walking, and as he was walking, he noticed this little animal that was coming towards him. This little animal would take out its eyes as it walked along. "Ah," it said as it tossed its eyes up in the air. It caught its eyes and put them back in. Once it did that, it said, "Oh, that feels so much better." "Little brother, what are you doing?" Nanabuju asked. "Oh, my eyes are very sore. This is how I make them feel better," he said. "Do you think I could do that?" asked Nanabuju. "Only if your eyes are very, very sore, and you can only do it once. You can't do it often. And be very careful," he said. Nanabuju agreed that he would only do it when absolutely necessary, and then they went on their way. As soon as that little animal was out of sight, Nanabuju said, "Ah, my eyes are really bothering me. They're really getting sore." So he took his eyes out and he tossed them up in the air. He caught them and he put them back in. "Ah, that feels so much better," he said. So he just walked a little ways and then he said, "Oh, my eyes are starting to bother me again. I'm gonna have to do something to make them feel better." So again he took his eyes out and he tossed them up in the air. He caught them, put them back in. "Ah, that feels so much better," he said. So as he walked along, he kept taking out his eyes and tossing them up in the air, putting them back in. But one of those times when he tossed his eyes up in the air, he tossed them really high, and he was waiting with his hands reached out, but they didn't return. They must have fallen somewhere else. He started to panic. What was he going to do? So he started to walk around with his arms out, trying to see where his eyes would come down or where they had fallen. But he couldn't find them. He walked around like that for a long time, bumping into trees and bumping into rocks and other things. By then, Nanabuju was really sorry that he tossed his eyes up in the air and that they never came back down to him. Finally, this little animal came along. He saw Nanabuju sitting, crying. He said, "Nanabuju, what's the matter?" Nanabuju replied, "I've lost my eyes. I can't see anything." The little animal said, "Why don't you make a new pair out of spruce gum?" Nanabuju asked, "Would you make me a new pair out of spruce gum?" So that little animal gathered up that spruce gum and he made a new pair of eyeballs for Nanabuju. He brought them to Nanabuju and Nanabuju put them in. He said, "Oh, they work just like my old eyes." He was thankful to get new eyes and he was able to see again. And he decided he wasn't going to play with these eyes, toss them up in the air, maybe lose them again. So this is a story about how Nanabuju got new eyes made from spruce gum. And you know, early in the morning when you wake up and there's something here in your eyes, they call that sleep. It's kind of hard, but that's, to our old people, they said that's spruce gum, and it's there because Nanabuju made his eyes from spruce gum. That's one of the stories I remember from long ago. Miigwech.